Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a review on the series Doubt by Yoshiki Tonogai. This is a bit of an older, like a few years old now, YenPress release. These are the large trim size, but they are also 2-in-1. So this is a 4-volume series in 2 omnibus volumes put out by YenPress. This is a series that I had my eye on since it came out years ago because I really was intrigued by the covers with the rabbit heads and had always wanted to read it, never bought it, and then I finally bought it off a guy a couple months ago, used for a decent price, so I figured why not pick it up at this point and try it out. At this point in my manga reading, I wasn't expecting too much from this series, whereas if I had actually bought this, years ago when it was coming out, I probably would have expected a lot more, but now I knew going into it that I probably wasn't going to enjoy it super a lot because it seems like just kind of a cheesy horror, which is exactly what it ended up being. So I'm glad I had low expectations going in because I definitely would not have enjoyed it at all had I gone in with high expectations. But that's not to say it was a bad series by any means or that you won't enjoy it. It's just that I have read so much better at this point that I knew this wasn't going to be anything fantastic. And it's basically about this game called Rabbit Doubt, and it's a video game where a bunch of rabbits are in an enclosed space, and one of the rabbits is the wolf, and that one is killing all the other rabbits, and all the rabbits have to figure out who the wolf is, and otherwise they're all going to die and the wolf wins. So basically you're trying to figure out who the wolf is and kill the wolf so that everybody else doesn't die. And so of course it ends up being a real life game where a bunch of individuals are meeting up who play Rabbit Doubt together online. They meet up, and now all of a sudden they are in a game of Rabbit Doubt where they're in an enclosed space and they have to find out who the wolf is, because one by one they're dying. And so it's very gory. It's very it's a mystery because you're trying to figure out who the wolf is. It has twists and turns and all that. I just found that reading it, I wasn't excited and I wasn't shocked by any of the twists and turns. And that's not to say that I saw them coming. I think I just didn't care. And that's not something you want in a series where you're trying to create suspense or thrills. You don't want your audience to not care. I enjoyed it enough that I read it all the way through. I think I read it in one sitting, both volumes, technically all 4 volumes. It's a pretty quick read because it's not, there isn't that much dialogue, and the dialogue that is there is not, super intelligent dialogue or anything that requires any thought, to read. So the art's okay. Again, it's nothing spectacular. It's all right. Everything about this was all right. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't terrible, but I wouldn't necessarily call it good either. And I think this is more for newer readers of manga than people who have been reading manga for a long time. Because, like I said, I just wasn't shocked. I wasn't surprised. I've read better horror series by far, so I probably would have enjoyed this more had I picked it up years ago, but at least I went in with low expectations because, again, I would have felt really regretful that I had paid for this if I had went in with higher expectations, but I know my preferences now, and I knew that this wasn't going to be something phenomenal for me to read, but I'm glad that I finally read it because this is something that, again, like I said, years ago when it was originally coming out, I was interested in and wanted to read, and I know that there are a ton of spin-off series by Yoshiki Tonogai with very, I guess, similar premises. I don't remember what they're called, but I think there's at least 2 or 3 spin-offs of Doubt. that YenPress has also released, and I won't be picking them up, but I know that other people have enjoyed them. I think, oh, who is it? I think it's Shockwave984 is he's done reviews of all of the series of like Doubt and then the spin-offs and stuff, and he seemed to really enjoy them. So it's not that you can't enjoy these, but I just didn't, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you're brand new to manga and brand new to the horror genre, and maybe you'll get something out of this that I just don't care about at this point. But yeah, I just found it to be simple and not very intelligently done. The dialogue wasn't intelligent. None of it was thought provoking. None of it was exciting to me. Yeah, but if you just love horror and want to see blood and guts and creepy bunny heads, then sure, go ahead, pick this up. Yeah, if you can find it for really cheap and you want something quick to just read through in an afternoon, then sure. But other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. If you have read Doubt and you liked it, please let me know your thoughts. Even I guess if you didn't like it as well, just let me know your thoughts on the series if you've read it. Yeah, if you've read anything else by Yoshiki Tonogai, I'd love to hear your thoughts on those series as well. And yeah, thanks for watching.